Okay, today I'm out here again and finished working on this bathroom. I got to do some plumbing work, put new plumbing in there. I'm gonna use PEX pipe, get rid of this old galvanized pipe that's inside here. I'm gonna go ahead and rip down the rest of the outside of the siding and tear out the insulation. That should expose all the pipe work in there and remove the old pipe work and install the new. Okay, this is the old plumbing for the sink, galvanized pipe. I'm gonna get rid of all that. Besides that, the sink ain't going right there anyway. It's gonna get moved down over here, probably through here. We got one of those inside, I don't know if I showed in the video earlier or not, it's kind of one of those pedestal sinks. We're gonna get rid of that and get a sink that actually has counter space. And I'm gonna run PEX pipe through here, across, hit the sinks, and keep on going around here to hit the toilet, keep on going here for the bathtub and shower. I have to take all these off here so I can get into the piping for the shower part. Now I'm gonna start drilling some holes for my water line. It's gonna come in from up there in the corner. On the other side of that wall there is my water heater and my service water from our spring. So I'm up there in the corner up there. I'm gonna drill a hole through that 2x4 in an angle into the utility room so I could hook up my plumbing to the water heater and the water source. Okay guys, I got the holes drilled up there for my PEX pipe I'm going to use. Obviously the red's hot and the blue's cold. You don't have to have it color coded. You could use plain white PEX pipe. It's cheaper that way. But why not go ahead and use them color coded? Makes it easier to determine what's what. So let's go ahead and start feeding these through that hole up there. All right, there it is. The pipe fed through the wall into the utility room. I'm going to run across back through there, down here to all my water source. I don't have it hooked up yet. I'll go back outside and finish feeding the wires to the rest of the faucets and stuff that needs to be fed. Okay, right here I'm going to have a new vanity put in right here. It's about 45 inches long or wide, however you want to say it. 35 inches tall, 22 inches wide away from the wall. I did some bunch of measurings to get it all on center. This here is the center, but I have a stud right there. So I got to move over here to miss the stud in order to drill my two holes for my cold line and hot line coming in to feed the sink. And I'm thinking about drilling it down right down in here somewhere. I'll make sure it's low enough to be able to access it. And then I'll have my drain from the sink will probably go right around in here. So, okay, let's go ahead and get these two holes drilled out, and then we'll go back outside and feed some plumbing lines. Okay, yeah, I went and double checked my measurements one more time. I'm gonna put the hot here, cold here, and my drain here. And that should be all in center of the vanity. Because the vanity I'm getting has an opening about so big for all this stuff to go through inside the vanity in that cabinet below the sink. So let's go ahead and get these 2 holes here drilled. Okay, time to go outside and feed some more plumbing. Okay, I'm back in the house. Got my cold line fed in here and the hot line fed in. I'm going to stick these valves for my 1/2-inch PEX and 3/8 compression. So let's go ahead and get these put on. These are little crimps. I just slide it over the pipe. And go ahead and
slide your valve on, and you want to pull the crimp over to about, well, probably about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the PEX. And I got this tool here that would crimp it down, and when you got it crimped tight enough, a blue light will come on right here. Hopefully that will show up on the video here. Now you see the blue light come on? That means it's crimped far enough. Then you got a little release lever here. Alright, let's go ahead and stick this other one on. Alright, that's all ready for my new sink. Next up, go back outside and remove some old galvanized piping, one from the toilet and one for the tub and shower. Tear all that out and continue feeding the new PEX line over there and unhooking all that stuff back up. Alright guys, it's the next day. I didn't get everything done yesterday. Today I'm going to hook up the toilet water, and this is what would be going through the wall, and I got a little adapter on here so the PEX could hook to it. I'm going to be using this on the threads of these pipes here instead of the tape. It's TFE paste. It's a leak-proof seal, it says on there. Just wipe off the excess. All together. Now I'm going to hook it up to the
cold water. So I got to cut into this line. One of these clampy things. Slide that over. And I got a T. Put that in. Downward. Just kind of push it over and see if it's about right. Yep. And go ahead and take the other end of the hose of the PEX pipe. I'm gonna kind of aim this to my next hole for the studs. Kind of gauge my measurement. Right there. I'm going to feed my water line through. I'm going to go ahead and feed my hot water through. This will be heading over towards the shower bathtub. Okay, now I'm going to work on the tub and shower combo. And this is the valve for it. There'll be a handle right here. Go this way for cold, this way for hot. And this here will go up to the shower. This will go down to the spigot to fill the tub. And this will be your hot water and your cold water lines. So I got to get these all tightened down and put some of this on there. And then after I get that all put together, then I got to drill some holes in the wall. 3 holes actually in the shower tub combo. Okay, I got my 3 holes drilled. That right there would be the spigot. That's the valve. That up there is the shower. As you can see, I drew a line, pencil line straight down on the center of this plate. The screw in that plate to make everything line up. Now I'm going to head back outside and install all the plumbing for this shower slash bathtub. Okay, there's our valve. Comes with a spacer, so that way you don't get it too far inside the wall or have it too far back away from the wall. Put that spacer on. All right. And it's got some screws I could put in from the inside of the bathroom that will hold that together. So I'm back. I got it screwed in there so it's nice and secured. Now it's time to feed these lines to it. You want to make sure you put the hot on the correct side and the cold on the correct side to match the flange material that goes on there. Matter of fact, just to make sure you get on the right side, I'm going to go and check that flange. I'll be right. Okay, I'm back. This, you know, the standard is the hot on your left, cold on your right. But you got to remember, you're on the I'm on the outside here while working from behind. So this would be my hot and this would be my cold. So let's go ahead and get this measured up and cut and put together. All right, got my hot and cold lines fed. Now next up is to feed line here to fill the tub, and this here will go out to the shower.